Hello, this is Dr. Paul Benson, and I'm here to share with you about our nonprofit crowdfunding platform called The Giving Tree. I'm going to be sharing with you today what sets us apart from all other crowdfunding platforms that you've heard about, and what really makes us unique as a charitable community. I'd first like to just talk a little bit about crowdfunding in general. Many of you have heard of websites like Kickstarter, GoFundMe, Indiegogo, and hundreds of others that are utilizing this approach to generate funding for business startups, charitable needs, events, and all kinds of other fundraising needs. It's a really great approach because from a charitable standpoint, it allows the community to come together and raise the funds for that charity. From a business startup standpoint, it helps raise funds for a business to get the capital they need to go to manufacturing or to get their business in place. And it allows the crowd to decide if it's something that they can get behind by putting a little money behind it and showing their support. So crowdfunding over the last 9 years has become a fantastic approach to building a business and funding all sorts of different activities. In the last year, crowdfunding has raised $15 billion for those types of things, for charities, startups, and all kinds of other things. And it's amazing what a big portion of the overall economy this is starting to become. This is just a quick page share from Indiegogo from the other day that shows some of the charitable requests that people have made for personal needs. Actually, I think this might be GoFundMe. But either way, you can see some of these families have been able to secure $45,000, $40,000, $4,000, 6,000 pounds to help them with whatever their need happens to be. It's really a fantastic thing that their friends and family and others in their extended circle of influence have come together to help them raise those funds. The advantages of crowdfunding include community support. As I mentioned, if it's a business startup, the business can come along or people can come along and say, I like that idea, I want to support it, I want to pre-order your product even though it's not manufactured yet, and get behind a business. From a charitable standpoint, the community, again, can come together and say, we recognize this need, we want to help you, and they can give $10, $20, $100 and work on pulling those funds together. It's very easy to share. Once you've created your crowdfunding project or your site, your page, you can share it on social media, you can email it to friends, to give them a better picture of what the need is, what you're looking for, and it gives them a place to be educated without needing to talk to every individual. And if they like it, they can share it on from there. So it can create this virality that's difficult to do simply by plain word of mouth. There are also some disadvantages to the crowdfunding sites that exist. For example, it's a fragmented approach, meaning if I have a need or a new business startup and I start to share that with my friends and family, and they share it with some people, when I'm done with that campaign, if I have another need, a new product I want to put out there, or something like that, I have to really kind of start from scratch and start building the support again. And because it's fragmented in that way, each time I'm looking for more funds, it becomes more and more difficult. Another way of saying this is there's no continuation of the community support that got started in the first place. So the Giving Tree is our charitable crowdfunding platform that's focused on building a tree of giving people. You can see here it's free to join, and then we invite each person to help build our tree. So what sets us apart from all these other crowdfunding sites that help support charity? Probably the number one thing that sets us apart is that we are focused on building community first. I'm more interested in pulling together a group of people that want to support charitable causes than I am on focusing on having charities come on or people that need help that are reaching out to their friends and family. We already are building a community of people that are preparing themselves to help in whatever needs they want to support, so that as people bring their needs to us, we can decide which ones we want to put our money into. Many of us are actually setting a charitable budget, meaning I'm going to give a certain amount every single month to the Giving Tree that goes into my account to dedicate to whichever causes I want to get behind. Some people can come in at as low as $10, some people $25, $50, $100, or even more, depending on what they are willing to give or able to give. Others get involved and are getting involved on the free level just to observe and see what's going on. Some people are giving just one time. But the fact that we are a community of people focused on giving and focusing on that community first really sets us apart. The second thing I'll explain here in a moment is what's called the fruit basket. You'll understand this a little bit more as I go deeper into the presentation, but the fruit basket is very, very unique because you'll see here in a minute that as you help other people get involved, as you build your own tree of giving, it will empower you to give even more than you can today. You'll be able to give more and more and more as time goes. So this is the mock-up of our website that's being developed at this time, and you can see many aspects. I'm just going to highlight a few. One is there are advancements as you grow a tree. When you first get involved and join the site, you are a seed. You basically are planting yourself into the community, and you make advancements to a sprout and then a sapling and then a tree in multiples of 5. So when you have helped 5 people get involved in your part of the community, you become a sprout. And when you have worked with them and together have built a community of 25 people, you become a sapling. And when you have a total of 125 people in your community, you now have a full-fledged giving tree. And so that's kind of our goal, to work with others, to build our personal community within the greater community, to have a full-fledged tree of people focused on giving. On the first day of every month, members can submit a cause of their choice. So you could submit a big cause like giving to cancer research, or you could go down to this as small as my neighbor needs new tires on their car and I want to help them. And so there can be very personal needs, family needs, community needs, all kinds of different things that we can support. And on the first day of each month, we allow our members to submit a cause of their choice. We have an ongoing voting process so that 10% of everybody's donations goes into a pool towards what we call the community cause. And so whatever the current community cause happens to be is picking up 10% of donations from everybody until it has reached the amount that it needed. And then whatever has the next highest vote becomes the next community cause. And then the voting starts again for the next community cause. Our members do have the option to mark a no vote on any type of cause that they personally cannot support, so that their portion of the funds would never go to that, whether it became the community cause or not. And when they vote no, it actually drops the ranking of that cause. And we also have the ability to vote for one yes that we would like to be the next cause for the community. With that said, we all have the opportunity to give at any time to any of the causes that are within the entire website, friends and family that we see, or needs that we'd like to support. We can dedicate our funds to those. I mentioned earlier that we can either set a monthly giving budget where we could give $1 a day or $100 a month or whatever we want our monthly budget to be, or we can simply give a one-time donation because we want to support something specific or because we have a little extra money this month that we want to give. Up here you see the fruit basket. So 2% of donations from 5 levels in your personal tree will be collecting in your personal fruit basket. So if you have people within your personal community, within that 5 level or 5 generational group that have given $100, $2 goes into your personal fruit basket. If they give $10, you pick up 20 cents. If somebody gives whatever number they happen to give, you'll be collecting that 2% into your fruit basket, which allows you to give more than you could give on your own. And you can apply that fruit, you apply that amount to whatever causes that you want to get behind. And so this is what I was talking about when I said, as you build your tree of giving people, it will empower you to give more than you could give by yourself. I'm going to show how that works with a little bit more specific numbers and share what a powerful approach this is as we focus on building our own giving tree. And so my personal goal is to try to find 10 people that could set a giving budget of around $120. Now, in the meantime, I'm sure I'll find many people that can afford $10, some that could afford $50, but I'd like to find 10 people that can give $120. If I do that, I will have with my 10 people that I'm working with, we will have raised $1,200 every month for charity. What a wonderful thing to be able, as a group, to be able to do that. That's $14,400 a year. That's a lot of money. And if I can work with those 10 people to also expand our tree, and they bring in 10 people, now we're raising $12,000 per month, or $144,000 a year. If they bring in 10 people, we have $120,000 a month to give to charity, or $1.44 million per year. And we continue on this pattern of finding 10 people to become part of our Giving Tree community. And suddenly, by my 5th level in my organization, we will have raised $12 million per month for charity. That's pretty amazing. That's $144 million a year by each of us giving a little. And hopefully we will have found hundreds of thousands of other people that are giving $10, $25, or whatever they feel that they can give as well. Now, what does this do for your personal fruit basket? Well, the 2% from your first generation, your first group, gives you an extra $24 for your giving budget. And that's pretty neat. That's really an extra nice little chunk that you can give to what the charity of your choice, or the specific people that have a need of your choice. With your second level of people, you'll have an extra $240 plus the $24. You will more than doubled your personal giving budget simply by helping other people get involved. With your third level, you're bringing in $2,400 per month that you can use to help other people. And then $24,000, and then $240,000. You'll be raising $3 million a year in your personal giving basket, in your personal fruit basket, that you can use to support all kinds of charitable needs. Think what an amazing thing that is, that you have been empowered to give millions of dollars to charities and people that you are passionate about helping. It's an amazing thing that happens. Now, if your personal giving tree grows one more level to 1 million people, your group will be raising $120 million per month, which equals $1.44 billion per year in giving. Now, that's not quite the $15 billion that are raised in crowdfunding, but it would make us the #1 crowdfunding community in the world, with simply 7 levels of people, or 6 levels of people that are focused on helping. If we did bring in a 7th level, then we would be we would literally eclipse all other groups combined. So with that, I just want to open up the floor and see if there's any questions that you want to ask, to make sure that I've covered all the bases and make sure it's understandable.